The California Safe Body Art Act is a chapter of the California Health and Safety Code that is intended to protect both the practitioner and the client from the transmission of infectious diseases through minimum statewide standards for persons who perform tattooing, body piercing, branding, and the application of permanent cosmetics. In Los Angeles County, California, anyone that performs tattooing, body piercing, permanent cosmetics, or branding needs to submit a Body Art Practitioner annual registration. If you only do piercings of the ear with a mechanical device using a disposable, single-use, pre-sterilized stud and clasp or solid needle, you do not need to register. Also, Body Art Practitioners who are currently registered with another California enforcement agency may operate as a guest artist in an LA County body art facility or temporary body art event for up to 5 consecutive days and no more than 15 days total each year without registering with the County of Los Angeles. Make sure to download the student manual from this site, which will include forms, laws, and documents you will need. In addition, the Body Art Practitioner annual registration form and other important documents can be downloaded at www.publichealthlacounty.gov. Type body art into the search bar. The registration application will require basic contact information along with the business name, facility address, and contact information for the facility or facilities where you'll practice. The Body Art Practitioner annual registration form needs to be submitted with the annual fee and the following: a valid government-issued photo identification indicating that the practitioner is at least 18 years of age or older, like a driver's license or a state ID card, proof of completion of a Los Angeles County approved bloodborne pathogens exposure control training, certificate of hepatitis B vaccination, evidence of immunity, physician's statement of contraindication for medical reasons or vaccination declination statement, and a 2-inch by 2-inch passport type photo. A public health permit needs to be secured before operating a body art facility. Operating without a permit or registration is a misdemeanor and is also subject to a penalty of 3 times the cost of the license or the registration. Registrations and permits may be suspended for imminent health hazards. Registrations and permits may be suspended or revoked for serious or repeated violations after a hearing. In order for a body art facility to obtain a public health permit, the following must be verified. There must be a current infection prevention and control plan. The facility must be clean and free of insects and rodents and has walls, floors, and ceilings that are smooth, washable, and free of holes. Remember, all practitioners are registered with certificates and must be posted. A contract for removal of all sharps waste must be in place, and waste containers with the liners need to be in procedure areas and decontamination area. Remember that properly labeled sharps containers must be within arm's reach of the practitioner in the procedure and the decontamination area, and procedure areas must be equipped with adequate lighting and equipped with a hand washing sink with hot, at least 110 degree Fahrenheit, and cold running water, liquid soap, and a single-use towel in a touchless dispenser. If you're using only disposable single-use pre-sterilized instruments, a decontamination area is not needed. However, if instruments are sterilized for reuse, the following requirements must be met for decontamination areas. It must be separated from procedure areas by at least 5 feet or by a cleanable barrier. It must be equipped with a sink with hot and cold running water for cleaning and disinfecting equipment. And only equipment manufactured for sterilization of medical instruments may be used. Now, upon initial installation, after repair, and at least monthly, the sterilized unit must be tested using a commercial biological indicator monitoring system. Each instrument peel pack must have an appropriate indicator. Each sterilization load shall be monitored with a Class 5 integrator. Sterilization units are to be loaded, operated, decontaminated, and maintained according to manufacturer specifications, and a written log of each sterilization cycle including date, contents, exposure time, and temperature, and the results of the Class 5 integrator must be retained on site for 2 years. Remember, sterilization packs must be inspected prior to storage and again prior to use. In addition to facility requirements, body art practitioners are subject to requirements for the clients they serve. Clients must be at least 18 years of age to receive a tattoo, permanent cosmetics, piercing of the nipples or genitals, or branding, regardless of parental consent. Persons under the age of 18 may receive a body piercing other than on the nipples or genitals if performed in the presence of their parent or guardian. Clients must also provide informed consent to have any procedures done. To provide informed consent, clients must read and sign an informed consent form that includes a description of the procedure, a description of what to expect after the procedure, a statement regarding the permanent nature of body art, notice that tattoo inks, dyes, and pigments have not been approved by the Federal Food and Drug Administration, and the health consequences of using these products are unknown. The informed consent form should also include a client health questionnaire to determine if the client is pregnant, has a history of herpes infection at the procedure site, diabetes, allergic reactions to latex or antibiotics, hemophilia or other bleeding disorder, or cardiac valve disease, has a history of medication use including prescribed antibiotics prior to dental or surgical procedures, or has other risk factors for bloodborne pathogen exposure. The body art practitioner must also provide post-procedure instructions to the client.